Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to our powers, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Ruach HaKodesh. A give it double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. They have told us this truth that are constantly with the will through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai. A peace, mercy, and blessed to the beloved Akim that are out there pushing this word wholeheartedly in truth and in sincerity, that are not wavering to the left nor to the right, but constantly stand on that straight and narrow, fighting for your crowns in these last days that we are truly living in. Even shalom to the few sisters, the Akwafs that are out there, and even shalom to the Israelite foreigners. Those that may look like the other nations, but their seed line goes back into our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Hey, shalom, Akim, shalom. And just want to do a quick lesson, which Lord, when this lesson is edifying to the Lord's elect. I ran across this video pretty much dealing with, the CCP, China's Communist Party, and pretty much how they talking about, their digital infrastructure, how they have everything running over there, okay, which, China has become a foreshadow to what is going to take place in Babylon, all right, which, Babylon is a code word, all right, for America, okay, in the spirit, okay, because, ancient Babylon, is still around today, which is modern day Iraq. All right, when you go into the history of it, but there's prophecies in the scriptures that talk about how Esau would be lifted up through pride. Okay, and he has the fatness of the earth. This was a blessing that he has received from Isaac, his father. Okay, and we're in a time of his blessing. All right, where he has control over the resources and the oil, which the oil is pretty much backed by that petrodollar, man. Which now that we're seeing how things is unfolding, that petrodollar is being done away with because the mindset of these Edomites is that they want to have a digital infrastructure, having a mindset like God to be able to see things, all things in real time using AI, science, all right, really, which is pseudoscience, okay. But nevertheless, Esau has an agenda, which is a part of his new world order. So as as we watch this video, we're pretty much going to see how much control and power this man would have over the civilians if he was to put this system into play here in America, man. Okay, which in terms would lift his pride up even higher to want to act as if he is God, okay, as the scriptures say. So matter of fact, let me grab that scripture real fast, okay? Let me grab that. Bear me for a second, okay, before I play it. All right, let me get that, okay. Let me see, Prince of Tyrus. All right, Prince Tyrus. There it is. This is Ezekiel chapter 28 and 2. It says, Son of man, say unto the Prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord power. Okay, and mind you, the Prince of Tyrus in these times is also representing these global banking families, all right, the elites, all right, the Edomites, okay. The Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am God, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not the Most High, though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. So as he sit over the sea, he's sitting over the people, okay? And for the most part, majority of the people, okay, are sheeple, man. Just like these 1948ers call you, Goyim, okay? Pretty much, you're followers of the blind, man. Leaders of the blind, okay? And Esau thinks that he's moving on his own accord, but he's not. All right, and the rest of you people follow after Esau's ways because you have been deceived, okay, through that darkness. All right, but nevertheless, this man believes in his heart that he is God because of what the technological advances, manipulation of these storms. Okay, he can rain down laser beams from the heaven. He can alter your DNA. He can monitor you at all time in real time. You know what I'm saying? He can make you believe something is happening when it's not even happening with those deep fakes and things of that nature. Okay. But nevertheless, the Lord is getting ready to show this man that he's nothing more than just a mere mortal man. All right. So let's watch this video. Okay. And check out what this guy has to say.
What is the Chinese social credit system? If you've never heard of it, you're probably thinking it's some fantasy or made up by conspiracy theorists. But it's not fantasy and it's not a theory. The Chinese social credit system exists right now and it's going on in China. It's a system of total surveillance combined with very sophisticated artificial intelligence that enables the system to monitor everywhere people go and everything that they do. It rewards people for doing things that the government wants them to do, and it punishes people for doing things the government doesn't want them to do. At first glance, this might sound good, good people are rewarded, bad people are punished. It makes sense, right? But that's not how a social credit system works. And that's because a social credit system is owned by power seekers. And as we've mentioned before, power seekers want more power. They're the ones who decide the good people, the good actions, and the bad people and the bad actions. It's a dangerous combo. It's not about rewarding people who help senior citizens cross the street. It's about destroying any and all forms of opposition to the central government. It's about forbidding any thoughts, words, or deeds that differ from or defy the government.
Right, which at current time, they don't have this power over the people, okay? But this is the type of power that these Edomites want, to be able to control your thoughts, to be able to control your every move, okay, without any resistance. All right. And let's get this real fast in the book of let me see. I think it's Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. Okay. Because it's a different level of control, which, as they have everything, it's like a different type of high, man. All right. They imagine how to overthrow. They imagine how to spring forth evil. Okay. And they're trying to take their evils to the next level, man. All right. Now, this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie." Okay. And the prophecies are speaking. Okay. And we're close to them implementing the mark of the beast, which is a rice grain device that they want to implement inside your body. Okay. On top of brain implants and things of that nature. Okay. And World War III. All right, which is going to be the final war of all wars. Okay, also the return of our Lord Yahushua and the holy angels. All right, deliverance is coming for the children of Israel. All right, the elect. It says, "Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." Okay, so we're constantly keeping our eyes on the prophecy, and we're watching the signs and things of that nature. What's going on? All these different storms, all these different acts of violence, death are springing forth at a rapid rate, fires, signs in the heavens. These are all signs that, the elect are paying attention to, because these are how we measure how close we are to the end, man. Which ultimately, this is also a part of the sign, this change in the system. Okay. So it says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him." All right. So, you got a lot of our people that are blinded in these last days. They think that these Edomites, let's say if there's a change in a presidency or, whatnot, they think that they're going to actually have a chance. Things are going to change. No. All right. The soul of these Edomites are not upright. The scriptures say, "Can a leopard change his spot? Can an Ethiopian change his skin?" The answer is no. All right. There's not one Edomite that is right, and not one Edomite that is going to do you good. It says, "But the just shall live by his faith." All right. And this is what we're living by, faith, man. Okay. It says, "Yeah, also because he transgressive by wine." Who's the he? These Edomites. Okay. They push forth philosophy, democracies, right? Ideologies like it's okay to be a part of the Creole people, right? And, everything that they push forth leads people towards death. Okay, and now people are starting to find out that even democracy doesn't exist. All right, because of look how the Americans is losing their rights at a rapid rate. Okay, show you that anything that's written on paper dealing with these devils can be changed and altered at any time. All right, and it can be written up, ripped up, right in your face, and not be worth anything. You know. So it says, he is proud. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as deaf, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Okay, so the scriptures say that this man cannot be satisfied, even though he has everything that the hearts could desire, right? But it's still not enough. So they're thinking about how to control you on a higher level. And what they envision is to use this technology against you, okay? Which they got majority of people thinking that this technology is to innovate your lifestyle, and it's not, okay? It's for their purposes, which their purposes are thoughts of evil, okay? But through gradualism and through smooth words, they convince you, making you think that, okay, this innovation in life is to make things convenient and easier for you. All right. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Okay. All right. And this is how he got majority of the people. All right. Which that thick clay goes into the Hebrew word ibatya, which means to be put into debt. So not only are the American society in debt, and other countries in debt to the U.S., all right, but they want to have an even tighter grip on the people, okay? All right, show you that these Edomites, all right, there's no limit to their wickedness, man. You know, this is why ultimately, when you watch videos like this, you know, it should sound the alarm in your mind that we need deliverance from this man, okay? Because we're already oppressed in a society. You know, you can only get an ideal of how much more oppression will come through the acts of this technology, man. You know, like things like thought crimes. If you think of a crime, the police is going to be right there at your door, you know? It's crazy. Let's watch some more, though.
And more than that, with this system, the Chinese government is able to control everyone and make them do exactly what the government wants them to do. It's technological slavery. I'm not saying that to be dramatic. It's literally technological slavery. I repeat, this system exists right now in China, and it is very effective. Chinese officials are not afraid to admit that they are using it in an attempt to mold people into the perfect tool for the government. And Chinese people are learning that they cannot dissent. They cannot challenge the power of the Chinese Communist Party, the CCP, which at this point wields the most powerful social control mechanism ever created on Earth. Political and financial leaders in the West see the high level of the control the CCP wields over the Chinese people, and they want the same amount of control. These rulers consider themselves superior to us. They think of themselves as elite. Throughout history, the self-proclaimed elite have tried to enslave the rest of humanity. But in the West, where we care about freedom, we care about individuality, we care about privacy, the elite have been much more cautious than China about rolling out a social credit system. Western governments have been doing so in bits and pieces, gradually and deceptively. Before going into the details, I want to explain to you how a social credit system works. And at the base of a social credit system is total surveillance. And I mean total surveillance. That is the backbone of a social credit system. In China, there are cameras everywhere. Currently, China has 200 million cameras, and that number is growing daily. The cameras are trained on faces and...
All right, and, you know, through the spirit, you got to consider that, all right, these cameras are eyes. Okay, on the left-hand side, these Edomites are trying to compare, as the Most High has it, with the angels. Okay, let me see. Eyes brighter. Let me see. Here it is. Ecclesiasticus chapter 23 and 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. All right, so as they're putting cameras in their society on the left-hand side, these are their angels, man. Just as the Most High has angels that travel back and forth through the earth, and he's able to get reports from his messengers. Okay, this is what these heathens are doing, and this is how they're setting up their society to monitor and surveil you. Okay, because ultimately, starting with the head heathen, these Edomites, they have thoughts to be like the Most High. Okay, let's go back.
And bodies, and they know where everyone is at all times. Of course, everyone seen by the cameras is carrying a cell phone, and that phone itself is one of the biggest surveillance tools in the world. Why? Because each phone has a camera with Face ID, microphones, and GPS. They can hear and record everything that goes on. They know who you're talking to, what you search for, and what websites you visit. And they can even see what you read online by tracking your eye movements. They know how much money you have, who you text with, and what you like and dislike. And it might surprise you to know that your phone can watch your eyes and make sure you're reading what's actually on the screen. But it goes further than that. Your phone can watch your facial features and determine and predict your emotions based off of how you react to what you're reading. And it can log that information in your profile. So that goes to show the surveillance system in China has a perfect profile on each person. And before long, those cameras will be installed in Western countries. But this is not a problem of the future. You are already being spied on 24/7 through your cell phone. The government knows basically everything you're doing and saying and thinking and writing in real time, and they can record it for posterity. But it's worse than that. You've probably heard the saying, information is power, right? With the level of total surveillance and artificial intelligence, your government knows more about you than any government has known before. Think about it. What would it be like if Britain had this level of technology and surveillance back when America was first started? They would have known who the founding fathers were, they would have known the plans before they even happened, and they would have been rounded up and shot. There would be no United States of America because Britain would have stopped it before it ever happened. So here's a very important point. When a government of a country or leaders of a corporation have information about you, they automatically have power over you. Think about it. If you hold your money in a central bank digital currency, and they know where you are at all times, who you associate, and what you think about almost everything, you become powerless to them. At this point, you might be wondering, what do they plan to do with this power that they have over me? Well, the answer is simple. They want to do what every power seeker does, and that's get more power. They will use the power that they have to take your power away and control you. And so let me show you how that's being done in China right now. In China, you receive a social credit score, and everything you do affects this score. You get rewarded for living your life in a way that the government wants you to live, and you get penalized if you go against the government's wishes. At the most basic level, it's similar to having a financial credit score, and soon a carbon score. If you get a loan and paid off promptly, you get a high score. If you miss payments, you'll get a lower score. If you default on a loan or go bankrupt, your score gets a big hit. This all sounds familiar, right? But the Chinese social credit system goes far beyond just tracking finances. For example, if you watch the TV or online news on state-controlled media, you will be rewarded. Or if you drive responsibly, you will be rewarded. Or maybe you speak favorably about the government on social media. Or maybe you donate to the right colleges. Or maybe you report on one of your neighbors for doing something that the government disapproves of. All of those things would earn points and boost your credit score. So that brings on the question, how does the Chinese government reward people who have a high social credit score? You can go to the front of the checkout line in stores.
Right, so when you view this through the spirit, man, you know, as he's even explaining, pretty much Esau wants you to view him as the Most High and exalt him. Okay, exalt what he's doing, exalt the government, do everything that you're told. Okay, just as what we're supposed to be doing what we're told by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. The Most High likes to be exalted and praised. Okay, so this man is setting up a wicked system to make you be completely obedient. Okay, when you analyze this through the spirit, man, you know, as the scriptures say, matter of fact, the way of man is not within himself, meaning that there's no such thing as free will. All right. And see, the deceiver are his. The Most High has these Edomites deceived, thinking that the way he's setting up his society, he's going to be able to control man like the Most High controls people's destinies. You know? Let me see. Where's that at? I think it's Proverbs. Let me see. Okay. That's a good one. Psalms 37:23, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. All right. Proverbs 5:21, for the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings. Okay. Proverbs 20:24 is what I was looking for. I'll praise Yahweh Shema Shai. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? Okay, see, so Esau thinks that he wants to be able to control men, control individuals, you know, through this technology and make you move like how the Most High can do it, you know. But in actuality, let me get this in the book of Wisdom of Solomon. I believe it's might be the 2nd chapter. Okay, really, these Edomites are nothing more than counterfeits, man. You know, they want to be everybody but themselves. Why? Because they know that they have a judgment coming their way. Okay, and they know that we're the true children of the Heavenly Father and His Son. Okay, and they're not even close to being like Israel, nor our Lord, nor the Heavenly Father, man. You know. But they're trying to put themselves on the pedestal as they are. And that's that pride being puffed up. This is why when Esau falls, he's going to have one of the hardest falls because of that pride that's lifted through the roof, man. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 16, gets straight to the point. It says, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounces the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that Yahweh is his father. You know, they're trying to make themselves seem like they're Israel. They're trying to, you know what I'm saying, make themselves seem like they're close to God. When actuality, they don't care about the Most High. When actuality, they want to be better than the Most High. Show you that the Most High put a real wicked and evil spirit in these Edomites, man. You know, for them to consider themselves to be better than the Almighty, you know. But this is how these devils thinks. All right, this is why ultimately, let's go to the book of Thessalonians. Okay, 2nd Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. Okay, I want to get a point in here. 2nd Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 7, it says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. So the only reason why Esau is moving the way he's moving is because of the Most High allowing him to do so. You know, it's the only reason. He's being advanced in his technology. He's able to build up this 4th industrial revolution. Okay, where things are being tied to the Internet of Things. All right, and they want to connect you pretty much to the Internet of Body, man. You know, AI, transhumanism, things of that nature, man. But the plan of Yahweh Shema Shai is for this man to push that chip, okay, which ultimately is going to be the downfall of this man. You know, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed from revealed whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. All right. And that's what we're doing. We're condemning these Edomites. Okay. You know, and we're egging Esau to push this thing even faster. Make that mark mandatory so Yahweh Shema Shai can take your ass down. Okay. Because the earth is mourning. Everything is out of course because of you ruling. All right. All these wicked laws that are being passed are going to be done away with once Yahweh Shai returns. You see what I'm saying? Okay. This is what we're looking for. It says with the brightness of his coming. It shall be destroyed with the brightness of his coming. All right. The brightness of his coming is Yahweh Shai returning. All right. It says even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. Okay. And this is how Esau is coming, with power on the left-hand side, which is pseudo-science. All right. Because ultimately this dude is the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. Okay. It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they that receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause Most High shall send them strong delusions, that they should believe a lie. And this is what most people are going to believe. In the science, people are going to believe in Esau's ways. And they're going to find out that Esau's way has led you to your ruin. Okay. As he's going down, his followers are going down too. And that means even 2/3 of our own people, they're going down with this damn devil too. Okay. Those that align themselves with this place, you know. It says that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. Okay. And that's what people are getting ready to find out, that the truth is prevalent. The prophets are speaking. And the words that the prophets are speaking are coming from on high, coming from Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right. And everybody that has scoffed and mocked, that has thought of ill intentions, all right, towards the Lord's men, okay, they're going to find out, hey, through death by pain. You know, this is what most people are finding out right now. So many deaths are going on constantly, back to back. Okay. But it says, but we are bound to give thanks always to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai have from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth. Okay, and this is why brothers go so hard for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in these last days, and going even harder, man, because we could see Esau end is approaching. Remember the scriptures say, Jacob have I loved and Esau have I hated. Okay, Esau is a vessel for dishonor and we're a vessel for honor, man. You know, the Israelites, okay? All right, and the true powers of the heavens and the earth, they shall only be exalted, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, our powers, okay? You know? So let me go back to the video, all right? So I want to just bring that out real fast. You know, Lord willing, this is, you know, making sense to you, Akim.
Your plane and train tickets are cheaper than otherwise. At airports, you can sit in the first class lounge and you get to board first, and you're upgraded to the best seats on the plane. You can get a bank loan to start a business or to buy a home or a car with no money down, and you get the best loan terms. You get preference in promotions, and you get better, higher paying jobs. You can even work for the government, which in China is the best kind of work possible. And your kids will get into the best schools. And if you aren't married, you can even get on the best dating sites. So as you can see, it's very important to get a high social credit score. Your life will improve in numerous ways. The lives of your family will improve in numerous ways, and you'll gain prestige in your community. But what about the other end of the spectrum? Let's take a look at what that would be like. If you read alternative news that opposes the narrative of the state media, you will be punished. Or if you spend too much time on entertainment like video games, casinos, or alcohol, you will be punished. Or if you spend too much time on social media, you will be punished. These are just a fraction of the kind of activities that will cost you points. But there are also serious offenses that will result in severe penalties. These severe offenses could include a donation to a cause that the government doesn't like, a complaint about something that the government does wrong, mentioning the Tiananmen Square massacre, or associating with someone who has a lower credit score. And if your score falls too low, you will have to attend a re-education program to learn how to increase your score. You will have visits from government officials. Your career will suffer. You may not get hired, or you may even get fired from your current job. Your internet speed will be throttled. You won't be able to stay at the best hotels, or rent a good apartment, or even get into a good school. And of course, it'll be harder to get loans. Don't forget, Your ability to travel or leave your house can be taken away from you. First, they'll start by taking away planes, and then after that, maybe they'll take away the trains and cars, and at a certain point, they could even put you on house arrest. In 2019, 23 million Chinese people were banned from flying in their own country due to their low credit score. They had been blacklisted, meaning that their score was so low that they were severely punished. And when someone has that low of a score, it's not just them that has to deal with the punishments. Their loved ones and their friends also get punished as well. It goes to show how manipulative these power seekers are, and also the fact that they have no empathy for the common person. So let's say your friend is on the blacklist and you want to give him a phone call. You dial the number, you hit call, and then you would receive a message before the call goes through that says something like, be aware that the person you're calling has been blacklisted. If you want to continue this call, you will receive marks against you. Are you sure you want to complete this call? So blacklisted people will be ostracized. They will become social outcasts because their friends and family will leave them. They have to leave them or else they'll be punished as well because of association. The goal of the Chinese social credit system is to isolate the people who disobey the government. If you're on the blacklist, that means you will be experiencing total isolation. Geographically, the blacklisted person cannot board planes, buses, or trains. Financially, the blacklisted person is not only fired from his job, but is prevented from ever being hired again. In addition, he loses government assistance and cannot take out loans. Add a CBDC system and his entire net worth can easily be deleted or seized. Socially, no one will talk to a person who is deemed untrustworthy, and if they dare to, they'll be punished. It's like you have a contagious disease. And you might be thinking, there's no way a social credit system will ever come to the West, right? Wrong.
Exactly. All right. And which we don't give a damn. They can ostracize us, because ultimately, they don't want us speaking the truth, right? They don't want us speaking what we're speaking because we got the truth, And this is why the scriptures talk about, hey, it's going to be a famine of the word, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a time where we ain't going to speak, And the Lord's going to allow all chaos and hell to break loose in these streets, all right? America is already divided, you know what I'm saying? All right, it's going to just continuously keep growing in that division, okay? And anything that's divided against itself shall not be able to stand. So the Lord got this place circling in a drain, but as for us that's in the know, okay, this is why we are preparing our mind for when this time comes, because ultimately we're going to have to get off this system, When they introduce that mark, you're going to have to deny it, But this is why we go into these things to show you what's going to happen before it happens, and for you to strengthen yourself with these words. As the scriptures say, knowledge and wisdom should be the stability of thy time, okay? And wisdom, knowledge wisdom should be the stability of thy time, which goes into faith, right? And the fear of the Lord should be your treasure, Better to fear the Lord now, get the understanding, all right, turn from your wicked ways, so that way the Lord can have mercy, right? Because we're gonna need mercy when we have to deny this man's mark, okay? Food, shelter, things of that nature. It's like the Lord promised his servants that he would give to them, okay? So this is 2 Ezra 16:35. It says, "Hear now these things and understand them, ye servant to the Lord. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake." Don't believe in your money. Don't believe in Esau, Don't believe in these false religions, I believe only in Yahweh Bashem Shai, okay? It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her sons with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. Which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. And the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my words. Make you ready Make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth." All right, so there's gonna be a time where you're gonna have to move from place to place. We ain't gonna be worried about being a part of this system, All right, but nevertheless, our faith is going to have to be in Yahweh by Shema Shai, okay? So, I just wanted to do a quick lesson. Like I said, Lord willing, this lesson, is edifying to the Lord's elect. You know, just something that was on my spirit. As I was watching that video, just a couple of scriptures that I wanted to just bring out. So Lord willing, lesson made sense. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom, Akim, Shalom.